This is Contractor Sense with Ruth King.
Welcome to Contractor Sense. Here you discover ideas, tactics, news, and information that matters to your contracting business and you. I'm your host, Ruth King. This episode is sponsored by Financially Fit Business. Get the business tool that helps you grow profitably, build wealth, and live the life of your dreams in less than 10 minutes a month. Go to www.financiallyfit.business and get started today. Thank you for joining us. Here's how we will help your business and you today. What if you could increase your sales closing ratio by 5%, 10%, or even more? What would that do to your bottom line? My guests today, Bruce Gammon and Phillip Ferrara, cover two parts of the process: the pricing program that allows you to price it correctly, and the program that helps you increase your closing rate by 5, 10% or more. In terms of full disclosure, Bruce is one of my clients who has helped many of the contractor salespeople close more sales. And Phillip is a former client who took my net profit per hour pricing methodology and created some really cool sales software with it. Bruce and Phillip, welcome to Contractor Sense.
Thanks for having us, Ruth.
So, let's get started. All right, Bruce. I mean, you've done some really good work with the members of not only Profitability Group, which is our coaching group, but other people. So give a little bit of background and how you got into the sales piece of it.
Well, by making a lot of mistakes. And realizing that through some help of others that I've been fortunate enough to meet over time that have helped me, I've been able to gather information in many areas and built steps so that I can help other contractors and other salespeople now too.
Cool. All right, Phillip. I mean, how long has it been since you and I have worked actively together? A couple of years now. So
yeah, it's been a couple, but I'm always calling you and asking you questions. You're always helping me out.
So, I mean, why did you create the software? I mean, I obviously did it on net profit per hour because that's the way that you're going to make a true profitability. But, why did the software come about?
Over the years of being in the industry for 25 years, I just saw a need. I saw a need for a software that was specifically for HVAC industry, in-home sales for new system sales. I didn't see anything out there that was really dialed into our industry. And I thought, these are big ticket items and we need to really help our contractors know what they're doing, how they're doing it. And obviously you taught me years back on how to do overhead costs per hour and really get granular with it and dial it in. And quite honestly, I thought everybody did it that way. Come to find out, not everybody does it that way.
Yeah, you had a rude awakening, didn't you?
A big one. Yeah, I thought this is how everyone does it. And then, a lot of contractors out there kind of do the old rule of thumb type of thing, which is obviously not accurate whatsoever. And then there's the marginal methodology that it's, in my professional opinion, it's still a big guess. And the way you've taught me, it's in my mind the right way to do it.
Yeah, it is. I can put our numbers up against anybody's. So, Bruce, let's talk about, I mean, I know you worked with one of the members of the group for like 1 or 2 hours one day, and the sales that he closed following that, I think, were $40,000, right? If I remember correctly.
He ended up in excess of $40,000 after, let's see, he spent probably 3 days on the road after our first initial meeting. And he was really struggling, trying to find all the answers, deep diving in, listening to the social media and researching online and honed in. And we met for probably an hour the first time, and 3 days later closed in excess of 40. I think it was around $48,000.
Yeah,
that
in-home
week.
sales, right? Not anything
In-home
else.
in-home sales, and this was in-home replacement sales. This is not new construction. This is system
Yeah.
replacements.
Yeah, one of the things you've always
It,
said is that really resonates. Everybody's going to buy something, i.e., a new system, if it's dead from somebody. Why not you?
Mm.
what we're doing, we're teaching the consumer to either buy from us or buy from someone else, right?
Yeah,
And if we teach them to buy from somebody else, that means we spent our marketing dollars for our competitors, and I'm sure that makes our competitors pretty darn happy.
yeah. I mean, think about it this way. One of the most important things, obviously, is building trust. If they don't trust you, they're not going to buy from you, and that's bottom line. I think you think the same thing as I do from that perspective, correct?
100%. If people knew who to buy from, they would have never called us in the first place.
Yeah, exactly. And they're stuck. That's why maintenance agreements are so important. That's why building a lot of the contractors that we work with, they're in their, third, fourth, fifth system. No, I don't think anybody's in their fifth system. Although maybe like one of them's fourth generation. So yeah, they may be in, have the same customers so that you have full replacement systems. So you're talking 30, 40 years now. They never call anybody else. That's what we want to develop.
Don't date us all too much here.
I'm not dating you. I'm I'm dating another member of the group, okay?
So yeah, and if companies look at, if they have a team of salespeople out there pushing $2, $3, $4 million in sales, and they can increase their sales at a $4 million by 5%, a big chunk of money. You're good enough to do the math on that one.
Yep.
And what we find is that people don't want to spend the money to coach and train people, but
That's
yet
true.
professional teams play nights and weekends, and they practice and practice and they practice and they practice all year before they go out and play the game.
Yeah.
Mm.
Who was the guy, and I can't remember, it was right after the 49ers won. It was Jerry Rice. I'm dating myself. But anyway, some reporter caught him on the field the day after they won the Super Bowl, actually catching passes and running routes. I mean, what else do you do if you want to be that good? You got to do it. Practice.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So
absolutely. If you don't want to be that good, then I guess don't practice, right?
don't practice and don't complain if you don't close sales.
That's right. That's right.
All right. Before we take a break, Philip, if somebody's interested in the software, where do they go?
they can go to www.dartbid.com. That's www.dartbid.com.
And Bruce, where does somebody find you?
Call or text my cell phone, 207-712-0504.
Very good. Thanks for listening to Contractor Sense. We will be right back.
Imagine you had total freedom. You didn't have to worry about money. You didn't have to be a slave to your business. The words, "I can't," are eliminated from your vocabulary. What if you could do what you want to do, whenever you want to do it? A financially fit business could give you that freedom. How? By knowing what your financial statements are telling you and taking action based on what they say. You can do this in less than 10 minutes a month at an investment of less than taking your family out to dinner once a month. And if your financial statements are a mess, you can get help. Go to www.financiallyfit.business or click on the QR code below to get started today.
We're back. Thanks for listening to Contractor Sense. I am speaking with Phillip Ferrara, who has DartBid, which is a software pricing program for HVAC contractors, and Bruce Gammon, who is a great trainer of HVAC contractors, salespeople, or comfort consultants, or whatever you want to call them. And how do I know they're good? Is that I work with them on a consulting basis, and I see their results, and I've seen their results with some of the members of the contracting group that I work with. So, Bruce, let's get back to you for a second. Normally when you start working with a new client, how does that look? What does it look like?
What it looks like initially is, and are you speaking of what does the process look like, Ruth?
Yeah. I mean, you started working with one in California who shall remain nameless. And so what's the process?
The process is this: we jump on a call and we Zoom meet and we get to see each other's faces and we get to know each other and we gather some information and see how that we can help them grow in their positions as comfort advisors or in sales. And we start off with possibly meeting 1 or 2 times a week. And sometimes we're down to 1 time a week, and they're typically about an hour. We start to lose people's focus and attention after that time span. So we keep it within about 60 minutes.
Yeah, you're better than I am, because when you're talking about numbers, if I can keep their attention for 20 minutes, I'm doing good.
Yes, that is correct.
That's absolutely correct.
That is correct.
Yeah. So Philip, let's talk a little bit about the software.
Okay.
So somebody decides, hey, I want a new software package and I want my salespeople to be able to use a software package. And I'm asking you, and you're probably going to give me a jaded response, but it's your software. In all reality, how easy is it to onboard?
So me and my team, we really do try to make it easy to onboard with you guys, with our new contractors, because obviously we know, being a contractor myself, I know that if it's difficult, most guys are just not going to do it. So once we do the onboarding, we put in your overhead costs per hour, your labor rates, commission rates, tax rates, things like that. And then we start to implement some of the different brands of equipment, different system enhancements, and we start to integrate all those things for you. And then we just go through the process of showing you how it works. And we've made it to where it's a 5-step easy process. I have one contractor out in Arizona, and it was a selling technician. He's been in the trades for 3 years, and he started using our software this year, and he's literally sold over $800,000 of systems. And he's even said, there's just no way I would have been where I am without the software. I would have had to call the older comfort consultant day in and day out multiple times, and we try to make that easy for the selling technician or the comfort consultant. So we really do try to make that easy.
Yep, absolutely. So you all might be wondering why I put Bruce and Philip together, and I wanted to do something that was kind of cool and kind of different and kind of unique. So I kind of twisted their arms a little bit. And so we're going to do a 1-day session on February 1st in Jacksonville, Florida, which is appropriate for your comfort consultants, your selling salespeople, or your selling service technicians and owners on how to do this. If you already have software, you'll just use the selling processes and methodologies. If you don't have the software, you can look at Dartbid and take a look at it. And I will give at the very beginning an overview of what overhead cost per hour is and what net profit per hour is. And you can make a decision as to what your costs are and where you want to be. Because I promise you, it is the best way to price. So that's the reason I wanted the two of them on Contractor Sense. So if you're interested in doing that, either give us a call. It's 770-729-0258, or you can contact either one of them and we can get you signed up for it. All right. So that's the commercial in the middle of the program. So
Okay.
You got it.
Bruce, what do you expect people to take away from that day?
I expect people to be able to go back and review their unsold sales and look at the revenue that's lost or that they provided to their competitors by the time we got done. And they'll have my information, they'll have my contact, and know that they have somebody like me, if they choose, that would, I have a big joy in helping people. And this is something that I really, really love helping people do. And I hope that I open their eyes to understand that in this professional field that we work and play in, we all need a coach. And we all need coaches in every aspect of our life.
Mhm.
This is an important aspect of our life in the sales world to have a coach.
All right, Phillip, software. You're going to show everybody the software, right?
Correct.
Cool.
Yep.
Very,
Go ahead.
go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, I mean, yeah, what I'm hoping that people take away is, one, I hope they see that there's a unique difference to our software in some aspects, to see the ease of it, the user experience, not only from the comfort consultant's perspective, but also from the homeowner's perspective, and then really give them some confidence knowing that they're pricing their jobs properly, that they can go in there and not have to guess, am I charging enough? Can I take even a discount off? Because I don't even know what my break even is. I don't, once you teach them how to do the overhead cost per hour and we plug it into our software, they're going to come away with confidence in knowing where they can price their jobs and be confident in it. So, and just efficiency and have a process is what I'm hoping that they'll get out of it.
Yep. And they have flexibility. Well, the owners will have flexibility in terms of net profit per hour. The salespeople won't.
No, right, exactly. And with a click of a button, how easy it is to do that. If you're in your shoulder season and you want to drop your net profit lower, if you want to drop your or if you want to give a discount, you know how much you can give and still break even and do well.
Yep, absolutely. All right. So it's dartbid.com, correct?
Yes.
Bruce, give everybody your cell phone number again, please. Did we lose you, Bruce? Probably.
I can also
here.
give my.
Okay, go ahead, Bruce.
Yeah, it's 207-712-0504. That's my cell phone. Feel free to call or text.
All right, Phillip, give yours too while you're at it.
Sure. It's 352-559-2829. Feel free to call or text as well.
Very good. Thank you both for being here. I will see you both on February 1st.
Look forward to it, Ruth. Thanks for having me.
Look forward to it, Phillip. We'll see you then. And Ruth, we'll see you then. Thank you.
All right. And thanks to all of you for joining us. Choose one thing that you discovered and implement it in your business. These ideas, tactics, and strategies help you make more money, have more free time, and give back. If you like today's program, spread the word. Please review this podcast on any device you're listening to it on. Help a fellow contractor make more money too. For comments or questions, call me at 770-729-0258 or email Ruth King at hvacchannel.tv. Thanks for listening. Have a great and profitable day.